Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. The first year of your training is very exciting. If you are at the beginning of your journey, you are probably very motivated, consistent and putting in the work. But here's the thing, most people end up making the same mistake during that first year. Not because they are lazy, but because nobody really told them the full picture. So I want to share the things today that I wish someone had told me earlier. If you are in your first year right now, this could really save you a lot of time. So we are going through 9 lessons today. Some about training, some about nutrition, and some just about the mindset. So let's get into it. Nutrition matters as much as training. A lot of people treat nutrition as an afterthought. They train hard, they are going to the gym consistently, but outside of it, they don't really much care about what they are eating. And then we have the opposite extreme. People who get so strict with themselves that food becomes very stressful and complicated. So they are cutting out fats completely because they think fat will make them fat, and avoiding carbs because they just heard that carbs are bad. Or some people eating as little as possible, thinking that that's a way to get lean. But here's reality. Your body actually needs all of 3 macronutrients. Proteins, carbs and fats. Not just one of them, all of them. Think about it like a construction site. So imagine you have got a construction site and you have got the crane, you have got the workers, and you have got all the equipment to go. But you're missing concrete, the steel, and the bricks. Nothing actually getting built. That's basically what training without proper nutrition looks like. Your training is a construction site, and your macronutrients are your materials. Without them, work is still happening, but nothing really goes up. Because protein repairs and rebuilds, carbs fuel your training, and fats support your hormones, your joints, and also your brain. You don't need to be perfect with it, but you just need to stop being afraid of food and start seeing it as a material your body actually needs to grow. Sleep and rest where progress actually happens. Most beginners think progress happens in the gym, but it really doesn't. Gym is where you create the stimulus, but sleep and rest is where your body actually responds to it. When you don't sleep enough, your muscles don't recover properly. You stay sore longer, you feel heavy during the training, and so your energy is low even before the session starts. And over time, you just stop growing because it goes beyond the gym too. And not sleeping enough affects your mood, your focus, your decision making. It can increase aggression and anxiety. It will definitely weaken your immune system. And it's linked to some serious long-term health issues as well. And here's what most people don't really connect. If you are sleeping 5 or 6 hours a night and wondering why you are not progressing, the problem is probably not your training. Not probably, definitely not your training. And your body just can't build, recover, or reset on an empty battery. Sleep and harder is not always better. This is probably the most common mistake beginners make. The logic feels right at first. If training is good, and then more training must be better. Why not? So people start training every day, pushing through fatigue, adding more sets, adding more weight, and more sessions. And for a while, it actually feels very productive. Or maybe it seems like productive until it doesn't. Here's what really happens with constant overtraining. Your recovery can't keep up with the workload. Your muscle stays in a constant state of fatigue. your performance starts dropping instead of improving. Your motivation disappears and you eventually burn out. Your body doesn't grow during the training, it grows during recovery. And if you never give it time to recover, you are basically taking one step forward and one step back every single week or every single day. Depends how often you train. More isn't an answer, but smarter is. Train with a purpose, recover with intention, and trust that rest is part of the process, not a sign that you are not working hard. Technique with lighter weight beats ego lifting every time. There are two types of people who lift heavier than they should. The first type just doesn't know. They just think they are doing the exercise right, and they feel like they are really working hard, and honestly they are, just not the right muscle. Take a shoulder workout as an example. For example, lateral raises, let's say. The weight is moving and it looks like a workout. But look closer, the back is swinging, arms are compensating, and basically everything is working except the muscle they came to work. So in our example, it's shoulders. The target muscle is barely involved, and they'll finish the session wondering why their shoulders just aren't developing. And second type of people actually knows. Deep down, they're aware that something is off. But they see someone nearby lifting the bar heavy, and they load the bar just to match that guy. Not for results, but for appearance. But here's the truth, the honest truth. Nobody at the gym is really watching you that closely. Even if they are, that's fine. So lifting heavy with broken form isn't impressing anyone. You are just building bad habits and you are increasing the risk of injury for nothing. So go lighter if you feel like you are pushing yourself or you are lifting heavy. So your body is feeling that. Just listen to your body. Better go with lighter weights, full range of motion, and that's what real training looks like. And that's what actually changes your body over time. Leg day isn't optional. Skipping leg day is almost a joke in the gym world. But the reality is that most people still do it. And it's mostly men. The logic usually goes the chest, shoulders, backs, that's okay. I'm fine, that's enough. That's actually, yeah. But why bother with leg days if I have shoulder, chest and back? But aesthetically, your legs are a huge part of how your whole body looks like. If your upper body is developed but legs aren't, the proportion just looks off. Same with your glutes. And the muscular upper body with underdeveloped lower body looks just unbalanced. And even your clothes start fitting strange. And beyond looks, your lower body training has benefits most people skip. So your calf muscles, usually called a second heart, they actually help pump blood back up through your veins, through your heart. So keeping them strong directly impacts your circulation and your cardiovascular health. And compound your lower body movements, squats, deadlifts, lunges, engage the largest muscle group in your entire body. This stimulates testosterone production more than almost any other type of training. So lower body workouts are quietly supporting your hormones and your overall development. So skipping leg day isn't saving you effort, but it's costing you results everywhere else. Cardio is for everyone, not just for the people trying to lose weight. A lot of people in the gym avoid cardio for one of a few reasons. Either they think it's only for weight loss and they are not trying to lose weight, or they avoid it just because it doesn't build muscle the way strength training does. So in their mind, it's just waste of time. And some just find it boring and skip it completely without much thought. And All of these reasons can be understandable, but none of them is actually smart. And yes, cardio helps with weight management. That part is true. But honestly, that's probably the least important thing that cardio does. Cardio is a training of your heart. And your heart is a muscle like any muscle. If you don't train it, it weakens over time. A strong cardiovascular system means that your heart pumps blood more efficiently. Your lungs deliver oxygen better, and your circulation improves throughout your whole body. This matters in ways that go way beyond the gym. Better circulation means better energy during the day, faster recovery between sessions, healthier blood pressure over time, and reduced risk of heart diseases, stroke, diabetes, and it even supports better mental clarity and mood. And for men specifically, proper blood flow is directly connected to sexual health and performance. Cardiovascular issues are actually one of the leading causes of problems in that area. If your heart cannot pump blood efficiently, it affects more than just workouts. And you don't need to run marathons, just consistent, moderate cardio like walking on an incline, cycling, rowing, swimming is enough to make a real difference. Your heart doesn't really care whether you are trying to lose weight, it just needs to be trained. Warm-up is not a formality. Most people either skip warm-up completely or do it in a way that doesn't actually prepare the body. A proper warm-up is not about sweating before training. It's about gradually preparing your joints, your muscles, and your nervous system to the training. So start with joint warm-ups like neck rotations, shoulders, wrists, elbows, ankles, and your joints rely on movement to get lubricated and ready. Skipping this one is one of the easiest ways to start a session feeling stiff and restricted. And then you can move to the light cardio to raise your body temperature and improve the circulation. And then muscle specific warm-up, just lighter weights, same movements before your working sets begin actually. And remember, the goal of warm-up is just a preparation, not fatigue. If your warm-up is draining you, you are doing it too much. Results take much longer than you expect. This might be the most important thing on the entire list. The most people who start training quit within the first few months. Not because they are lazy, but because they expect results much faster than their body actually can deliver them. And here's what makes it even harder. If your nutrition is off, if you are not sleeping properly, and if you are overtraining and burning out, and results will take even much longer than they normally would. And the timeline is different for everyone. It depends on where you start from and what your goals are and how consistent you are and how right you are doing the things. But the one thing is true almost for everyone, the results come later than you expect. And most people quit it right before the things start changing. And the people who transform their bodies are not always the ones that were talented or the ones who actually working out very hard. They are simply the ones who didn't stop and became consistent or in the long run. And consistency beats intensity every single time. Going hard is not an answer, but going regularly is. A lot of beginners start with maximum intensity, training every day, pushing to exhaustion, completely overhauling their diet overnight. And it feels great in the first 2 or 3 weeks, especially if you are too young and full of energy. But then burnout hits, motivation drops, and they stop entirely. The goal is not to peak for a month. The goal is actually to make this as a permanent part of your life, and that requires a completely different mindset. Don't think of gym as a tool to reach a target and move on. Think of it as something that you build into your identity. So make it a habit, not a short-term project. So some practical ways to make that happen are find people at the gym you enjoy being around. So build social circle there. The familiar faces make showing up easier. Or you can just bring your friend or find someone with a similar lifestyle. Surround yourself with the people who are really into healthy lifestyle. And it quietly influences your own habits more than you would expect. And on the days that your motivation is low, remember that showing up and doing 50-60% is definitely better than not showing up at all. And the gym shouldn't feel like punishment. It should feel like yours. It can sometimes be light, it can sometimes be short, and it should even sometimes be fun. But when it does, consistency takes care of itself. So your first year of training sets the foundation of everything that follows. Not just physically, but in terms of habits, mindset, and your relationship with your own health. So get the basics right, like eat well, sleep enough, train smart, warm up properly, show up consistently, and give it real time. The results will always come. They always do for the people who stay. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.